The top 6 sides in Europe are set to go to battle yet again as your home of rugby is proud to bring you the Six Nations here on Rugby Challenge 4. We are going to have the matchup of each and every round. It all kicks off in round 1, of course, with England at home taking on Scotland. Hello everyone and welcome back along, of course, to your home of rugby where we are bringing you the Six Nations tournament. This is the elite of the elite, and it kicks off in round 1 with a big matchup that's seen some big games last season between England and Scotland. The plucky Scots are ready to go to war yet again, and it is up to England to see if they can set the standard that they have done so well keeping over the last few years. They are at home. This is a Twickenham matchup with the Englishmen at home for the opening fixture. And let's have a look at the two sides for today's matchup. Starting off with the two teams in the front row, Ellis Genge will sit alongside his hooker Jamie George, and it will be Will Stewart who sits at the tight head side. Alongside them for Scotland, Rory Sutherland, George Turner, and Alexander Ferguson sits with the number 3 jersey on his back. Moving into the second row, Maro Tolche will be alongside Johnny Hill, and Scott Cummins will link up with Johnny Gray. It's the background. There's some interesting players here that's sure to set this game alight. Mark Wilson will wear 6, Tom Curry 7, and Billy Vunipola for the Red Rose of England. Of course, on the other side of the equation for the Thistle of Scotland, it's Jamie Ritchie, Hamish Watson, and Matt Ferguson wearing 8. Into the battle of the halves, it will be Ben Youngs up against Ali Price, but even more of a battle in the number 10 jumper. We'll see Owen Farrell go head-to-head with Finn Russell. In the midfield, it's Ollie Lawrence in 12 for England, and Henry Slade will accompany him in the midfield, where it's a new man, Cameron Redpath for Scotland. He wears 12, and Chris Harris again dons that 13. In the outside backs, it will be Johnny May in 11 for England, and of course Duhan van der Merwe for Scotland. On 14, Sean Maitland wears the blue of Scotland up against Anthony Watson for England. And a fullback, Elliot Daly, the versatile player, wears 15 tonight. And he goes up against the veteran, well, he's still only 28, Stuart Hogg. And of course, sitting on the bench, it may possibly get a little bit of time out there on the field for the two sides. The reserve, starting with England, Cowan Dickey, Obano, Williams, Laws, Earl, Robson, Ford, and Milan's wears 23 for Scotland. Cherry, Kibble, Nell, Gray, Graham, Steele, Vanderwalt, and Jones for the team. On the visiting side, we are set for a great matchup here to kick off our Six Nations here on your home of rugby. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the game that Rugby Challenge 4 is about to bring you. Who will kick this season off the best out of these two sides? So it'll be Scotland who will get tonight's matchup underway to start the Six Nations for both Scotland and for England. It'll be Scots in the blue and white. England, of course, with a red rose on the white jumpers. We are underway. Six Nations 2021, fielded deep by England and looking to rumble it back out of their 22. Slow ruck ball here in the first breakdown of the game. Youngs to find it. Instead it comes back for Ferguson. And look at them attack. Early Scotland go on the charge. A big opportunity here. Artie Price waits at the back, but now he loses it. Youngs, a big charging run here from the hard-running Will Stewart. And his front row partner, Ellis Genge, waits. Now goes back to, good run for Vunipola, and breaking away will be Ben Youngs. He's fast on the cut, and this is a brilliant start for England. A good 60-metre dash, and Youngs shows that the pace is enough to get away from the big forward back, and he runs all the way. Opening try of the night, England on the board early. Billy Vunipola, great run by him, the number 8, and he offloaded in the tackle. As he always does, draws in 2 or 3 defenders before getting that offload away to a hard, good line running Ben Youngs, who gets around the outside of a couple of forwards. They were never going to stop him. And Youngs goes all the way. 5-0 England. Conversion from Owen Farrell is good front. We'll put your house on to now those every single time. It is 7 points to 0. That's England over Scotland early on here in Twickenham. Six Nations, round 1. Finn Russell gets us back underway. High one across towards forward to Maro Tolche. Climbs high like he always does. He claims it for England. Here is the try scorer. With a dabble from him down the short side, lose the ball. Big chance now for Scotland to come out wide and do some damage themselves on the left wing. It's a beautiful save from Van der Merwe. Inside he goes, and Redpath will score. Oh, it's the first start, and it's the first piece of brilliance from Cameron Redpath. All sparked Duhan Van der Merwe. That name synonymous with brilliant play on the wing for Scotland. He sparked it off, slips it back into Redpath, cut brilliantly inside the run of Ollie Lawrence, and left defenders for dust. Nothing Watson could do about that. Drawn too wide from Van der Merwe, and the finish exquisite as well from Redpath. Well, a hit back there of quite substantial proportions. Oh, and the conversion just slithers in the left-hand side from Russell. And we have a 7-all ball game. What a start to this matchup. 13 minutes almost gone. And we have two exciting tries, one apiece. As we line up at 7 points all, it's underway again from Farrell, and a good take from the Rampage. Wants some more pass. How to get that away? And a runaway try be scored by Sean Maitland. That was an exquisite play from Hamish Watson. Took the kickoff down, and somehow it looked like Maitland had just run a really good line and left the play behind. But somehow the pass was out by Watson, and away went Maitland. We were a bit slow to pick it up. It was a fantastic pass. And Sean Maitland, what a finish there. We know he's got the pace, but that line he ran off the Watson charge was quite outstanding. Scotland are leading the charge now, 14 points to 7 up. Russell adds another 2. And this is quite a blockbuster start here by the visitors. Twickenham not taking on their side too nicely here early on. As Owen Farrell gets us back underway. A high one, and it's fielded down there from Turner, who's gone down injured. George Turner, neck injury. The play has been stopped by the referee, and we will be having to make a change. Dave Cherry will be coming on. And our first injury of tonight's matchup. It's never nice to see a player go down, and George Turner had a pretty industrious start to this matchup. Ali Price will feed though. The restart with the scrum. And fakes it, picks up no, and he leaves it wide now. Price, Russell getting into midfield. Oh, Hogg up in the line. That's always dangerous as well. Richie and Watson getting involved, coming off the base of that scrum, and eventually it breaks down on the 10-metre line. Here's Price again, just about slipping away. Another dangerous run. Ferguson this time, offloading nicely. Nice and Gray as well, getting involved now. Xander Ferguson loses the ball, and it's a chance now for England. Busting away brilliantly. It's Henry Slade, and he'll scamper down the left. He'll score. England are back again. It's to and fro. One busted tackle, and Henry Slade hits back for the home team. Well, off the turnover, and that's how quickly England can punish you. Big turnover there, looked like it was from Alice Genge, busting the tackle of Maitland. And Johnny May was keen for a little bit of an offload pass there. He was really gunning for it. But Henry Slade had that under control, kept it in the pocket. Now puts England firmly back in this contest. On Farrell a chance to put them right back on level terms. 24 and a half gone. What a game so far. We are looking at some big scores now. 14 all. Just after the halfway point of the first half. 4 tries so far by these two very exciting sides. England forcing their way back into the game. Here's Russell going high, and just about taken from Maitland, but Genge is one who sparks it off. And Tolze eventually a couple of offloads to the forwards. It's been turned over nicely there, and Scotland running back, Sutherland the man to make the impactful turnover.
Release.
Just short of the 10-metre line in England's half. Here's nice run from Ali Price, and a charging run at the defensive line there from Scott Cummins. Russell waits. Tolje, drives him backwards. The big man, Moro Tolje, putting in a big defensive effort. Price on it again. Nice offload there. Half through was the try score. Ready for it now is Watson. He goes a little around the breakdown. Not many metres being gained here by the Scots as they still floating of this 10-metre line as now they're getting a little bit of go forward. And it's Gray. Needs some friends to link up with, but can only find the pass away to Chris Harris. In traffic goes nowhere, but now they force their way towards the 22. Price up the line is shot hog again. He's a dangerous runner as well. Sutherland to the left and Watson knocks the ball on. Harris picks up and the referee calls us back for the indiscretion. Out the hands it comes. Well, some promising signs there for Scotland. They need to link those plays up though. Sutherland away to Watson. And then a tackle of Bully Puller.
Bind.
Leaves the ball. Unfortunately for the visitors, are behind. We are 3 and a bit minutes to half time. England. A scrum feed to south side in 22. Youngs takes and kicks and plants us downfield. Short hog up in the line defensively. Very bizarre tactic there from Scotland. It's bouncing free and Finn Russell's able to rumble back. He just gets it and it's still hog driven into his own and goal. And a huge turnaround there. Big chase from England. Big phase. Big chance now to score right on half time. Just outside the 22, just a few seconds ago. Youngs holds it up. Nicely gets the pass away to Lawrence. Watson on the outside is waiting. He'll get the chance now. Farrell will score. Watson still unmarked. England too fast recycling and too quick at thinking as well. Ben Youngs heavily involved there. His kick really started it off. And then watch him here at the base of the scrum. From the legs of Bully Puller, waits for it, dummies, shows a little bit of something that forces the defenders to check their lines and check their defenders. It really messes with the Scots defence. And there, so quickly recycled ball on Farrell coming around from the last phase to join Watson on the right-hand side. And they had two unmarked players, Farrell and Watson themselves. Easy score for England, and they'll take the lead into the break now. Farrell converts. It is 21 points to 14. And they trail 1 point England. They'll go to the break in charge and in the lead. 21 to 14. 3 tries to 2. It's been exciting. It's been fun. And the Twickenham fans have surely been entertained. But it is Scotland at halftime that lead the key stats. Look at that possession and territory both heavily on their side. But England have shown they don't need either of those stats to score. A little bit of possession, 1 or 2 phases, and they get that job done. Both sides though showing enterprising, attacking rugby. And that is what we like to see here in the Six Nations and globally in rugby as well. We've had 5 tries and we have 14 minutes still to go as Aaron Farrell gets us back underway. And Hamish Watson grabs yet another kickoff. Can't link up this time with the rampaging Sean Maitland, and Scotland had to recycle just inside their own half. Oh, Price high tackle there. Could be trouble here. The referee's called him over. That is very strict for the referees. I mean, none of this looks like it might be yellow card. He's gone. Ben Youngs to the bin. Farrell can't believe it. His halves partner's gone. And they're about 65 or so from the line, and Finn Russell has been instructed from Captain Sean Hogg to go for touch. It's a nice little nudge. Decent lay upfield as well, and into the English half. Can they make this 10-minute period tell? With England a man down. Here is Cherry, he throws it straight to the Englishman in the middle of the line out, and it's a good take from Johnny Hill. And now they rumble straight through the middle, and Old Farrell will get a double. That was too easy, a man down, and Scotland are napping. Owen Farrell gets his second of the match, and England are starting to get their game in some form. Well, one phase really is all it took. Good line there, excellent line from Alice Genge. Took the man and wrapped himself for the offload. Kept the arms free, and Owen Farrell beautifully in support. Trots his way over for try number 2. Productive night for the English fly half. As he steps up for another shot at goal. Fourth of the night for Farrell. 2 tries, 4 conversions. He is having quite the evening. But not start to the second half that Scotland had in mind. It was a decent little opportunity with the yellow card period. They thought they could do something, but loss of possession quickly turned things sour. As now they've got to play the defensive game yet again. A pick and go from George, and Farrell decides, we've got the lead, it's time for you, Scotland, to play rugby, but a big mistake there. Sean Maitland, hero to 0. So important moment to go in his big try in the first half. Now he's made an error that gives another opportunity to England to attack inside the Scottish half. But it won't happen. Stolen by Watson. How about that? Against the throw. Now Scotland will rumble. Harris fires it out wide. Van der Merwe looks for the path, who tries to step inside. Finn Russell hits the rack first. There again for Price, who, well, he's gone a little bit long there. Now another injury. This time Ali Price, they've lost their hooker. And George Turner, now they've lost Ali Price, and it will be another replacement coming on. Scott Steele in 21 will now join Finn Russell.
Crouch, bind.
And that is going to test this 19 combination.
Set.
The inexperience coming off the bench. Leave this one very much to be decided. Here is Steele. He's finally getting away to Russell, who takes on the line. First time tonight, it's taken nearly an hour. Steele again, out wide. Oh, red pass looking exciting as is Harris. There's a chance to Maitland. Maitland offloads back inside to Watson. Watson rumbling towards middle of the park. He's got friends there, plenty of them, but turnover ball. Tom Curry, too fast. And speaking of fast, it's Johnny May. No one will get close. No one will even get a sniff in. Johnny May have just sealed the deal. Another try for England. 5 for the night. They are on fire. Well, it is a second half demolition. Johnny May, though, look at him go. Turnover ball, bang. Leaves Maitland absolutely sprawling, and the acceleration and pace, just phenomenal. He was gone. No chance for anyone in blue. Just out of here. Johnny May try, and that seals England right to the end. Not long to go on this one. England now fully in command. Just over the hour mark. Another 2 points from Farrell. He's looking for a hat-trick as well. It is 35 points to 14. And this one has really changed in the second half. England received the yellow card. But if anything, it put them into the next gear. Finn Russell and his boys have had nothing but problems in the second 40. Of course, replacement Scott Steele coming on. Dave Cherry earlier on as well, a hooker, and this has been a problem for them. The Scots, as England try again to work their way out of their 22. And Elliot Daly, well, he makes no mistake about that, does he? Absolutely smashes it into the stands. And actually, he's been taken back. Well, there's a big call. No wonder Daly was looking dejected. Massive chance now for Cherry and for Scotland. To the back of Watson they go. Steele rumbles. Oh, Steele, there was a beautiful little run there from the replacement scrum half. Gets Scotland going forward nicely. Steele again. Goes short to Cummings. Oh, he's taken high. And another yellow card. England lose another player. This time it looks like Daly. He's had a horrid last 5 minutes. Elliot Daly to the burn the fullbacks off. And amazing how quickly this game turns. Another yellow card, and look at this. Intent from Stuart Hogg as he directs Russell to go for touch yet again. And he delivers it to them. Just 5 out. Cherry throw. 5 metres short. Oh, they've lost it. They've absolutely lost it. Here's Johnny May. He plants it onto that big left boot. And it really dribbles its way. It lost all impact when it hit the ground there. Hogg has to go back. It's a big chase and a big tackle as well.
Release.
Quickly back there. Ellis Gedge looks like he was the first man there. Now still is a pick and go. It's trouble for Scotland as they're back on their own 22. One lost line out. It all changes. Johnny Hill has been devastating for England. So it's back for Ferguson. And they run now. Gray. Oh, that is dangerous. You see the eyes light up there of Jamie George. He thought he had the ball, and it looks like they'll get it anyway, England. Huge chance to really put this one completely away. High tackle. Flying in from the side. And that sums up the night for Scotland. They had a chance. They were in this game. And they have well and truly let it slip in the second 40. And old Farrell, well, he's just going to continue to rack up the points here. It's just to the right-hand side of the uprights, and he chops it over nice and easy. 38-14. And the man, well, Elliot Daly, might as well leave him off. He's had no real impact in these last few minutes. But returning to a full complement, if anything, England add 3 more points with another man in the bin. Quite remarkable set of circumstances. Here is Finn Russell with the last chance to say something for the Scots. Oh, it's a knock on. Well, there you go. A gift of a chance from Ben Youngs. Can they turn it into an advantage? Steele comes across. Goes to the left of Ferguson, who tries to come back inside. Steele again. To the left, Watson now delivers to the right. A big chance here, Sean Mayland. It's a post race. Mayland and May, but it'll be Sean Mayland who has enough to go in the corner. Advantage was used, and Scotland had the last say. Well, that was a little bit exciting there from the visitors. Steele continued to swing to the left, but Watson it was who shifted it back to the right. And eventually into the hands of the unmarked Sean Maitland, who's had a decent match. Bit of ups, a fair few downs as well, but 2 tries to his name. And he was the man who put them in the lead as well with their second try. A Scottish performance that they'll be both very happy but very disappointed with as well. Here is Finn Russell from the sidelines. That is nice. A little bit of a consolation try there for Scotland, but 38 points to 21 is how to end. England take first blood in round 1 of the Six Nations. They are off to a winning start here against Scotland at the home of Twickenham, and they'll be very pleased with how this game has gone for them overall. A tough start, equal 14-all at one point. They were down 14-7, but they fought back. Took the lead just before the break, and they finished it off in the second 40, 38-21. Ben Youngs, Johnny May and Henry Slade 1 try, but it was Owen Farrell with 2 tries, 5 conversions, and a penalty goal. Sean Maitland picked up a double, and it was the first try going to Cameron Redpath. Finn Russell, 3 out of 3 from his attempts at goal as well. The game didn't change, did it, from half-time? Scotland in command. When you look at possession and territory, you'll say, well, maybe they should have won this game. England, only 35% of possession, just 17% of territory. 2 yellow cards as well, and less line breaks. What did they have going their way? Well, they were clinical. They finished their chances, and they finished them very, very well. They take home the cookies here in round 1 of the Six Nations, and that was one heck of a match to start our season off with as well. I'll be back in next weekend for more Six Nations action, match-up of the round. Let me know what you think it is going to be. We'll play it out here on Rugby Challenge 4 between the AI teams, and then bring it to you for your weekend of rugby action. Until next time, though, thanks for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed our first Six Nations match of 2021, and I'll see you for plenty more as well. Until then, though, take care.